Hey, Bobcat Nation. Al Weston here once again for a Bobcat Coach's Corner. This time we've got Terry Sellers. We're going to be talking some basketball today. Thanks for being with us, Coach.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. Good to be here.
All right, well, talk to me about the preseason. Everything's wrapped up. You got one exhibition under your belt, and we're looking forward to this weekend for some actual counting action. How's everybody working?
Well, the work ethic's been good from day one. I've been very pleased, and just got a lot of work to do, and still got a long way to go to, become the kind of team I think that we'd all like to have this year. And I have no problems at all as far as the guys, and they came in. They've worked hard from day one. They put in a lot of hard work, and I think they're excited and ready. They think they're ready to start the season anyway.
All right, excellent. Well, talk to me about, we got a lot of new faces this year trying to meld in with some experienced guys for you. And I know one of them in particular is expected to be a rather important player for us, Quinn Bivens, the Georgia Junior College Player of the Year, and comes from Atlanta Metro. Talk to me about his game. What makes him a special individual for us?
Well, Quinn is he's just very balanced. I mean, he's a good shooter, probably our best three-point shooter, best shooter on the team. He's I think in junior college he shot 80+% from the free throw line. He's a good ball handler. He's just a good all-around player, and he doesn't do anything great. He just does everything. He's good at all phases of the game. He works hard. He's the characteristic that I've noticed about him is he's very even keel. He never panics, never loses his composure. He's very steady, and he's one of those guys that I had other coaches in the league would say that they wouldn't think that Quinn had hurt them particularly in a particular game, and they look at the score sheet and Quinn have 21. They'd wonder when did that come from. He's kind of he can score in kind of a quiet way, and then like I said, I've been very pleased with him and excited that he hard worker. He just seems to have the intangibles, plus he has good talent. So we're excited about Quinn, and we expect big things from him.
In the Mercer exhibition that went down to the wire a week ago, one of your leading scorers, particularly in the first half, put up a bunch of points, did Terrence Chapman. Tell me a little bit about Terrence, and what's his game, and how does it work into the overall team look?
Terrence has really a great deal of energy, very good defender. Just very probably the hardest worker on the team. If I had to single one player out, Terrence is one of my kind of players. I love Terrence's work ethic and his enthusiasm. He just kind of elevates everybody else's intensity. He has great intensity, and he's a team player. Can play at least two positions. And we're really pleased with Terrence. Couldn't be more pleased, really. He's really been a pleasant, not really a surprise, but he has been probably playing in our scrimmages and exhibition game even better than expected. And so it's nice to have a pleasant, maybe a little bit of surprise at just how well he's played so far.
Excellent. Okay. Well, you have these newcomers, a bunch of them trying to learn the new system, and in order to help them do that, you got some solid returners, as I mentioned earlier on. Two of your top three scorers return in Jared Holmes and Ryan Aquino. I know that Ryan spent 4 years in this program. It looks like those guys are taking a leadership role for you. Is that what's been going on so far this season?
Yeah, they have, and I think Ryan has really stepped up as far as in that leadership role. And Ryan's had a really good preseason. He's kind of been hampered by a shoulder injury that concerns me, but it's just a nagging type thing that he's continued to practice, and he's had to miss a day here and there. But Ryan is, I think, if he can stay healthy, is ready to have a great senior year. And we really are thin. We are thin in the post, and we're counting on Ryan to play. He might have to play 35 to 40 minutes a game. And so I think he's got a chance to be the leading rebounder in the conference. It wouldn't surprise me at all that if he stays healthy, he could lead the league, and he could be probably the first player, I guess, maybe ever, I'm not sure, certainly since I've been here, to be the top rebounder in the league, but he has that kind of knack for going after the ball and hitting the boards, but we're going to need him to do a little bit of everything for us.
And I know Ryan just outside the top 10 in the career record list for Georgia College right now in rebounding. If he has another year like he did last year, he could finish up in the top 3, be around names like Aaron Clark and things like that, which are some pretty prominent names in our program. Talk to me about Jared Holmes. He's a scorer for you. He does a little bit, slash into the hoop and the mid-range jumper and that type of thing. What does he provide for the team?
Jared is, he and Terrence are similar. Jared just plays all out. Every second he's on the floor, he gives everything he's got. He's just full of energy, and he goes 110% all the time. Jared makes some mistakes, but it's hard to get him off the floor because he does so many things to help the team be successful, and he just plays extremely hard. And we expect Jared to have a good junior year, and we need Jared to have an even better senior year. But I fully expect him to, if he's not able to, it won't be because he's not leaving everything he's got between those lines. He really puts in a lot of time working on his game. He probably spends more time than maybe anybody else in the program as far as shooting and working on preparing himself to play, and he loves to play. And we need Jared to have an outstanding season.
Well, the outstanding season will start this weekend. We head to Newberry, South Carolina, going to take on Lee University on Friday night. Not quite sure who our opponent will be on Saturday yet, as it's a tournament style, going to be either Newberry or Salem International. Have you gotten a look at anything film-wise on Lee? What do you know about those guys?
Well, we've tried, but they have played. They played on Saturday. They won. We have not been able to get the film on that. But early in the year and even later in the year, but certainly early in the year, we're just so much more concerned about just taking care of our business and doing what we need to do and trying to worry about us. But we always like to have some insight into our opponents. And Lee, they have a reputation as one of the best NAIA programs in the country. They've been a perennial top 10 to 20 team in the NAIA, so they're very talented. One of their starters is Ryan Westbrook, who happened to be a very good player at the University of Montevallo last year. He's transferred over, and he's a very good player. And they have a transfer from Gardner-Webb that was a top player at Gardner-Webb. So they usually get a lot of Division I transfers and transfers from other schools. So they will be a very talented team, and they'll provide a real challenge for us. It'd be good for us to kind of see where we stand first week of the season, and Lee, they'll give us all we want, I'm sure.
Yep, no game's easy on the
sure.
schedule that you put together, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll look Friday night, 5 p.m. going to be the start up there in Newberry, South Carolina. If you can't make the trip, catch the broadcast. Chandler Lee will have the action for you at www.country102fm.com, and of course also at 102.3 on the FM dial here in Milledgeville. So catch the action there. And there's also be live stats on the website. Follow the Bobcats all year long, and we'll get you these victories one after the other. Right, Coach? That's
Sounds good. That's the plan anyway.
Okay. For Terry Sellers, Al Weston, for the Bobcat Coaches Corner.